Hi guys, I'm Amy and this is my chapter 5 and 6 video summary. These chapters focus on basically the employees themselves and some of the situations that happen in the workforce. So first of all, chapter 5 starts off talking about labor supply and demand. And basically this shows that there are specific numbers that go into supply. First off, you want to make sure that you have enough supply to meet the demand. Basically, that means you want to have enough people working in your workforce or your workplace to meet your projected sales for the day. But you don't want too many people in your business that day that you lose money if your demand isn't met. I personally have experienced this because when I was a manager at Wendy's, we had to watch the sales throughout the whole day, and if we were not meeting sales, we obviously didn't have the money available to pay the employees, so we had to cut labor and send people home. Failure to plan for this situation accordingly can lead to significant financial costs, so paying attention to labor and being able to detect the supply and demand is something that can really make or break a company. So this chapter talks about the 3 steps to hiring, which is the selection, socialization, which is the interview, and then hiring. So hiring and recruitment can possess many challenges. Finding the right employee to hire that will fit your company well is a very difficult task. Sometimes it's a kind of learn as you go type of thing. You hire people and realize that they're just not fitted or suited for the company at all. With this, when hiring people, you have to deal with validity and reliability with people's resumes. A lot of people lie about what's on their resumes, and it's not good for the company if they lie and say that they have management experience or anything like that, and they end up not. It's just going to hurt. So on to chapter 6. This deals with employee issues related to separations, downsizing, and outplacement. So costs of employee separations are high. That's why you want to focus a lot and make sure you're hiring the right people so that people don't just up and quit or anything like that. So some of the costs are recruitment costs, selection costs, training costs, and separation costs. There's always some type of downfall with this. You either have to train someone to do their job or something like that. If someone leaves, it's just a bad thing that you want to deal with in your workforce. So some of the benefits of employee separations is that there's reduced labor costs. You have one less person you have to pay. Replacement of poor performers. So if you end up firing someone or laying them off, you can use that, which is a bad excuse, but you can use that as replacing poor performers. You can increase your innovation and be able to move forward from that. And this is an opportunity for greater diversity, and it gives you the availability of an open slot to be able to hire someone to promote more diversity in your workforce. The 2 major employee separations that the chapter 6 listed is layoff and retirement, and those are the 2 that most of us are more familiar with. When talking about outplacement and not layoffs specifically, but layoffs is the most popular, or when a company is closing. The outplacement should provide some form of emotional support from the closing company. They should provide emotional support for the workers that are no longer with them, and they should provide job search assistance. They should do this because it makes the transition easier. It makes it easier to find a new job, and being able to feel confident about their job and move on from that is something that people really need to do. I thought chapter 5 and 6 were very interesting. It shows you the inside of what managers do and what businesses do, aside from what we do as being hired and stuff. So you kind of got to see the inside scoop on how corporations do the things that they do when bad employees come into the workforce or an issue arises that they can't necessarily control. That's it. Thank you.